Today we're reading references out of As Bill Sees It to Unity. This is part 3, beginning on page 273, Compelling Love. The life of each AA and of each group is built around our 12 steps and 12 traditions. We know that the penalty for extensive disobedience to these principles is death for the individual and dissolution for the group. But an even greater force for AA's unity is our compelling love for our fellow members and for our principles. You might think that the people in AA's headquarters in New York would surely have to have some personal authority. But long ago, trustees and secretaries alike found they could do no more than make very mild suggestions to the AA group. They even had to coin a couple of sentences which still go into half the letters they write. Quote, "Of course you are at perfect liberty to handle this matter any way you please. But the majority experience in AA does seem to suggest ... AA World Headquarters is not a giver of orders. It is instead our largest transmitter of the lessons of experience." 297. A vision of the whole. Though many of us have had to struggle for sobriety, never yet has this fellowship had to struggle for lost unity. Consequently, we sometimes take this one great gift for granted. We forget that should we lose our unity, the millions of alcoholics who still do not know might never get their chance. We used to be skeptical about large AA gatherings like conventions, thinking they might prove too exhibitionistic. But on balance, their benefit is huge. While each AA's interest should center principally in those about him and upon his own group, it is both necessary and desirable that we get a larger vision of the whole. The General Service Conference in New York also produces this effect upon those who attend. It is a vision-stretching process. 302. Comradeship in peril. We AAs are like the passengers of a great liner the moment after rescue from shipwreck, when camaraderie, joyousness, and democracy pervade the vessel from steerage to captain's table. Unlike the feelings of the ship's passengers, however, our joy in escape from disaster does not subside as we go our individual ways. The feeling of sharing in a common peril, relapse into alcoholism, continues to be an important element in the powerful cement which binds us of AA together. Our first woman alcoholic had been a patient of Dr. Harry Tiebow's, and he had handed her a pre-publication manuscript copy of the Big Book. The first reading made her rebellious, but the second convinced her. Presently she came to a meeting held in our living room, and from there she returned to the sanitarium carrying this classic message to a fellow patient: we aren't alone anymore. 307. Circle and triangle. Above us at the International Convention at St. Louis in 1955 floated a banner on which was inscribed the new symbol for AA, a circle enclosing a triangle. The circle stands for the whole world of AA. The triangle stands for AA's three legacies: recovery, unity, and service. It is perhaps no accident that priests and seers of antiquity regard the symbol as a means of warding off spirits of evil. When in 1955 we old-timers turned over our three legacies to the whole movement, nostalgia for the old days blended with gratitude for the great day in which I was now living. No more would it be necessary for me to act for, decide for, or protect AA. For a moment I dreaded the coming change, but this mood quickly passed. The conscience of AA, as moved by the guidance of God, could be depended upon to ensure AA's future. Clearly, my job henceforth was to let go and let God. 319. Two authorities. Many people wonder how AA can function under a seeming anarchy. Other societies have to have law and force and sanction and punishment administered by authorized people. Happily for us, we found that we need no human authority whatever. We have two authorities which are far more effective. One is benign, the other malign. There is God our Father, who simply says, "I am waiting for you to do my will." The other authority is named John Barleycorn, and he says, "You had better do God's will, or I will kill you." The AA traditions are neither rules, regulations, nor laws. We obey them willingly because we ought to and because we want to. Perhaps the secret of their power lies in the fact that these life-giving communications spring out of living experience and are rooted in love. And our final reading for today, 332. I am responsible. When anyone anywhere reaches out for help, I want the hand of AA always to be there, and for that I am responsible. Declaration of the 30th Anniversary International Convention in 1965. Dear friends, since 1938, the greatest part of my AA life has been spent in helping to create, design, manage, and ensure the solvency and effectiveness of AA's World Service, the office of which has enabled our fellowship to function all over the globe and as a unified whole. It is no exaggeration to say that under their trustees, these all-important services have accounted for much of our present size and overall effectiveness. The AA General Service Office is by far the largest single carrier of the AA message. It has well related AA to the troubled world in which we live. It has fostered the spread of our fellowship everywhere. AA World Service Incorporated stands ready to serve the special needs of any group or isolated individual, no matter the distance or language. Its many years of accumulated experience are available to us all. The members of our trusteeship, the General Service Board of AA, will in the future be our primary leaders in all our world affairs. This high responsibility has long since been delegated to them. They are the successors in world service to Dr. Bob and to me. They are directly accountable to AA as a whole. There is a legacy of world service responsibility that we vanishing old-timers are leaving to you, the AAs of today and tomorrow. We know that you will guard, support, and cherish this world legacy as the greatest collective responsibility that AA has or ever can have. Yours in trust, and in affection, Bill. Bill W. died on January the 24th of 1971.